What is up, everyone? Okay, during the Trump administration, now, if you don't know, I'm a libertarian, got problems with both sides, try to call it the best I can. So this is not me defending Biden or anything like that, because I'm a left-leaning liberal. It's just interesting. And so during the Trump administration, every time something would go wrong with Trump, the left would come out, oh, he's old, he's sick, he's not healthy. And it's interesting to watch this kind of back and forth because, you know, the media overreacts on the left, and then the right's no, 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 and then the right overreacts, and the left's like no, 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 no. It's like, well, okay, guys, there's some balance here. So, is Joe Biden have dementia? Or is he really sick? I have no idea. He's old, and so he's just probably tired. But he could be sicker than that. I have no idea. I think he's old and gets tired, and the job of the presidency is probably too much at 78. Just my guess. But Red State ran this. Joe Biden speaks in Houston. What follows should make you question everything. So let's look at the clip. And this clip is bad. I'm not even going to deny it. Here it is.
He was getting on a plane. He told me he came in to see me last event. And Representatives Shirley Jackson Lee, Al Green, Sylvia Garcia, Lizzie Pinelli, Pinell, and what am I doing here? I'm going to lose track here. And Mayor Turner, Judge Hidalgo. He was getting on a plane.
Okay, so that's the clip, and he goes on to the author here points out that Sheila Jackson Lee instead of Shirley, stuff like that, and so it's not a stutter, and this big hole to do. Now, okay, listen, it's if you like making fun about it, it's a hilarious flub. Maybe it's worse, maybe it's something more sinister, but in context, to be fair, well, let's look. This happens at 44 seconds into a speech, I think.
And Representatives Shirley Jackson Lee, Al Green,
yeah, so 40,
Sylvia Garcia.
Okay, so there it is. That's 40-something, 50 seconds into an 18-minute speech. Now, the rest of the speech, if you watch it, is fine. He does pretty good. Let's just pop in just random spots here. Well, let's see where I pop in, if it'll let us.
6 weeks, we've gone from 6 million shots right before we took office in total to 12 million shots per week now. We've increased vaccines to Dallas and right here in Houston and the other side here. To vaccinate thousands of Texans a day, tens of thousands overall. I want to show the American people the extraordinary effort
if you look at this,
being made and undertaken.
He has this speech, unless there's teleprompters memorized. I don't know if there's teleprompters there or not. I can't see. Maybe you can see when he walks up here. So let's see. When he walks up, there's him. So there's teleprompters. I don't see any there. So it looks like he's got the speech memorized, or the teleprompters are just where you can't see them. I don't know. So he flubs on the names, and I think that's the thing. He has to look down for the names. He doesn't want to do that. The other thing I found interesting is at the 16-minute mark, watch this.
I know my family spent a lot of time here in Houston.
Okay, I think this is it.
Hey, John Eddie, how are you, buddy? I didn't see you there. And I know my...
Okay, so here, finally, sorry, I had to let this thing load. This is at 16 minutes. We'll back it up just a smidge. And so he's gone without any major flubs from the minute mark, 45-second mark. So 16 straight minutes without a flub. So let's see, watch this.
And I know we can do this. Why? Because I know America can do great things when we do it together. I know my family spent a lot of time here in Houston, by the way, hey, John Eddie, how are you, buddy? I didn't see you there. And Houston.
Okay, so he just calls out. You can see he looks and see someone that catches his attention. And he turns back and goes, hey, John Eddie, whoever that is. Maybe the person's not there. I don't know. So my take on Biden has been that he's just old and tired, and that he just does stuff because he's old and tired. And the more you work him, the more flubs or problems he's going to have because he's old and tired. And so I think this is, listen, I'm not an expert. I'm not a medical expert. I'm not even trying to pretend to be one. I just think that during the Trump administration, the left would always look for a reason to say that Trump's unfit, and then now the right's doing it. So we need proof. And the guy messing up the names of a bunch of local politicians who he does not know is one thing. Calling out some random cat that he knows, whoever that is, I have no idea. 16 minutes into a speech that he's done pretty well on for a 78-year-old guy. Okay, so remember, during the Trump administration, the right constantly complained about how the media covered him. this is your chance, conservatives, Republicans, to cover Biden the way that you want you want your next candidate, your next president to be covered. Treat him fairly. If it turns out he has dementia, I think, okay, that's fine. I think there's fine to ask questions. I think, but looking for things, I think that's where you're all, it's kind of the hammer the nail. When you're in a hammer, everything's a nail. If you're looking to think that Biden has dementia, okay, well then you're going to find it everywhere you turn. Just like the left spent 4 years looking for Russia, looking for Trump having heart problems or health problems or whatever it was. So just keep that in mind. I don't think this was that big of a deal. If you watch the speech in full context, he seems to do fine for almost all of it, other than that 1 second. And he points out some random dude in the crowd, or at least some random dude that, from the audience's standpoint. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Is Biden, do you think he has dementia? Do you think he's really sick? Or do you think he's just old guy and gets tired?